What is your favorite color?
Mauve.
How old are you?
56 going on 57.
What do you do in your spare
I
time?
don't have spare time.
Were you ever in love?
Maybe. He was a fisherman, Joseph, when I was younger.
If you had 3 wishes, what would they be?
Wishes are for children. But I would lose at least 50 pounds, visit Australia, and never have asthma again.
Do you believe in God?
I stopped believing when I lost my baby at age 30.
What kind of books do you read?
Detective novels and non-fictional books about world wars. Never romance novels, though, even though my neighbor writes them.
Do you have a pet?
Now, I used to have a pet turtle called Charles, but he died 2 years ago. I'm allergic to most animal hair.
Do you have a lucky number?
I'm not superstitious.
What type of music do you listen to?
Classical music on Mondays, Tuesdays and Thursdays, jazz on Fridays, Latin on Wednesdays, old Negro spirituals on weekends.
What is your favorite time of the day?
I like midday because more people come into the restaurant and I can imagine they are all coming to my house to visit me.
Do you have any siblings?
I have 2 sisters, Anna and Joanne. 2 brothers, Carl and Anthony. Anthony's dead now. Died in a motorcycle accident 5 years ago. We told him not to buy a motorbike, but he ignored us as usual.
What's your favorite food?
Minced beef with thick gravy poured over roasted potatoes.
When you were small, what did you want to be when you grew up?
A Russian ballerina. But I'm not Russian. And I was always too heavy to do ballet, or so that they told me anyway.
What is your favorite flower?
I don't really like flowers. I'm allergic to pollen.
What is your worst fear?
Waking up and finding out that all my teeth have dropped out.
What kind of movies do you watch?
Detective movies and movies to do with wars.
Do you have any dreams for your future?
My future is now, and whatever I'm doing now will have to be good enough.
What do you think is the greatest modern invention?
The microwave oven.
If you were an animal, what animal would you be?
A fish.
Describe your dream house.
Why must everything be a dream? The house I live in is good enough for me. 2 bedrooms, a kitchen, a living room, a bathroom, and toilet, and a little veranda and a small garden to the back.
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
I don't know. There are so many things. I don't know.
What was the best thing anybody has done for you in the past year?
My next door neighbor, Miss Christie, the one who writes romance novels, invited me to Christmas dinner last year. I didn't expect it. I was at home because my legs were hurting, so I couldn't go to the restaurant for night shift. She called and told me to come over, and she had a surprise for me. When I went over, the place was decorated with every kind of Christmas decoration you could imagine, and her table was laid with the finest cutlery. Everything was sparkling. You could say it was like magic. For a moment, even I believed. Anyway, I thought she had set the place up for some important person, and when I told her that, she said, "Yes, of course, for you." At first, I thought she wanted something from me. But then I remembered that I have nothing to give. It was all very simple but special, and somehow she knew exactly what I liked. We had minced beef with thick gravy poured over roasted potatoes, followed by a dessert of chocolate ice cream, Christmas cake, and mince pies. I hadn't had mince pies since I was a little girl. It was only the 2 of us the whole night. After dessert, we had red wine, which she made herself out of raisins. She told me she'd had it fermenting in her cupboard for 5 years, saving it for a special occasion. When I was leaving, she gave me the loveliest gift, It was wrapped in bright red paper with a little tag that said, Merry Christmas, Brenda. With love and God's blessings, Muna Christie. When I got home and opened it, I started to cry. It was a crystal wine glass, all new and sparkly. I use it every night to drink my water with dinner. Makes me feel special each time. Mrs. C,